Why do I do this to myself? Anyway, yes. Greetings, friend. I'm already back to the Stooges build with this one. Yes, it took that long to get bored of Alpha Wamp and DRS-12. It's a little too easy. Although I guess I could make it more difficult by not relying on Alpha Wamp. Uh, but that's neither here nor there, right? Besides, this build is too interesting to just let it die in DRS-11. So, a few changes to the old Stooges build. Right, the battery ship now has suspend. That is for a few reasons. One, the barrier I didn't really use that often. It was mostly there to catch emergency rockets, but I haven't really been having that issue. And catching storms hasn't really been a big deal either. Since I learned that, if you teleport onto them when the battery isn't on cooldown, it targets the storm instead of the darts. So that's one thing. It also has a synergy with the rocket launcher ship because if I can distract a very packed sector of Serbs, I can use suspend and sit there with suspend and let the rockets blow everything up. And since it's the only shielded ship, it should last a while. So even though I'm not really a big fan of suspend, it kind of fits here. And also another big change. I got leap. Yes, I gave in. I gave up. But yeah, I had suspend here, but wasn't really using it at all. I never remembered to use it, and even if I did, I couldn't find a spot for it or time for it. And also, I had rocket drone here just for the meme because I have a rocket, so it's just me and my son blowing up sectors, right? But I never really used it, or never remembered to use it either. So with Leap, I kind of have a reason to use it. So now this ship can take on, assuming Serbs are grouped up, which I tend to do with this build. It can do 3 sectors back to back. Once with EMP and its rocket, just moving into the sector. Another one with Leap and rocket drone. And then a third rare occasion with the mirror shield, because I can, if my mirror shield is almost expired, I can use it to kill a bunch of Sentinels and Guardians, because, it's a mirror shield. They'll blow themselves up on it. It's a very explosive ship. So yeah, but I guess the spin over here kind of moved to the battery ship, right? And the dual laser is kind of the same, hasn't really changed. It's been pretty good with this setup, which is just my Alpha Wamp setup without mass badge, you know. Um, so this was just a practice run to see how I do clearing things out. This is the second one. The first one didn't really go too well because Andreas and his lovely ghosts really killed my battery ship and my dual laser ship really early on and all that jazz. But second one went pretty well. The spawn is not as bad. It's really pretty lenient for DRS-12. And here's one big thing for the Stooges build. It might be better in DRS-12 if it weren't for the ghosts, the extra ghosts, right? Because instead of the P10s and also P9s that have storms, which are annoying for the rocket launcher to deal with, they occasionally have P11s, which only come with a lone Hydra, which my battle ship can easily take out without any issue at all. So, yeah, that's a bit better. There's also the fact that the dual laser ship, because there's more Serbs in the P12s, and also a bunch of Sentinels that pop out, the dual laser ship can hold its ramp a lot longer. So I do have a clip, which I have to dig it out, but I'm probably not going to dig it out for this video, but I do have a clip of the dual laser ship wiping out a fully spawned P12 with just the later half, 15 seconds of the Wamp and Alpha Shield, killing the carrier Hydra, Phoenix, everything, you know, which was pretty good. All that was left was a couple of Sentinels. Uh, so yeah, I'm trying to recreate that magic here. Still having a bit of trouble with that because positioning is one big thing for keeping up the ramp, right? But anyway, but yeah, P12 might be better for the Stooges, the off-meta mess that I've created. Um, Mostly made up from other people's builds, because this build is pretty much one of my corp mates named Shale, because he uses Leap and Rocket Launcher and Mirror Shield, and um, I guess that's the only one, but still. Anyway, so the big thing with the Stooges build is clearing out the entry sectors, something I have to get used to, because normally with the mass bats I'm usually clearing out bombers across the star and all that stuff, but really clearing out the entry sectors means creating space. So, uh, burning my alpha lamp off the bat, of course, to clear out usually Phoenix sectors like this. Now, I could use my rocket launcher to deal with that, but um, it's a little easier to just use my dual laser for this. And go and guess what I just said, clearing out distant bombers. I thought this was kind of the only bad bomber sector, so I decided to go for that, but I didn't see that there were two bombers down here. I do these runs on mobile, and some details like that I can miss a few, here and there. Um, right, so I burned my alpha lamp, got rid of that Phoenix and most of that sector. Nearly killed that bomber, but that's fine. I can easily jump on it later on. Since I noticed that the rocket launcher was hitting the Phoenix here, could utilize that to EMP, kill the two surge with one volley, or several volleys, I guess. And what was I doing with this ship? Oh yeah, I probably killed that bomber that was down here. Yeah, the battery ship is very overworked, and I guess another big change with having Leap on the rocket launcher is um, it frees up the battery ship a lot more, because the battery ship has to deal with bombers, it has to deal with storms, and then also has to deal with hydras. Um, so that's a lot of responsibilities. And another thing that it had to do was, which is actually a perfect position to do, is intercept one destroyer, because my dual laser could knock out two destroyers, right? On its own with Alpha Lamp, but the third destroyer I couldn't really get to on the planet without dying. So having to, the battleship have to have EMP available and have to be available to intercept, and also have a decent sector to intercept a destroyer is not ideal, because it might be doing more important things. But with Leap, I can just leap onto a destroyer on a planet, you know, preferably when it's not covered by the Phoenix Shield, because the Phoenix Shield will stop the leap. But yeah, I can just do that and kill the destroyer that way, or I can just kill it out in the field, like intercepting it with leap instead of EMP. Um, and here's where I noticed that there were two bombers down here. Now, the battery ship can defend itself from rockets, surprisingly enough, but I didn't want to take the chance of having two pairs of rockets, so started knocking out that Hydra, which lasted not that long at all. Ghost coming in. Now, this was a bit of a risk, but I wanted to see if I can just EMP these two, because EMP lasts a long time. If my mass bat with EMP can kill a bomber before it can fire, I imagine the battery can do it twice as fast. But I did see that there was another bomber within range, so I had to kind of move out of the way. There were also guardians there. Yeah, I didn't see there was a guardian there which I had to kill, and then my battery went on cooldown, which I don't know why that's still a thing, Andreas. Please get rid of it. And yeah, so I had to move out of the way ASAP and all that. But that shouldn't be too bad. I've gotten more comfortable dancing around these kind of sectors with the battery ship, especially with suspend being available. All right, and up here I've just been letting my dual leadership take care of storms and whatnot. So here is a golden opportunity. The Phoenix is distracted by the dual laser ship up there, so I can leap. And also I saw that the Colossus was just about to spawn in, so I can leap and kill not only the destroyer, but also pretty much all of the smaller Serbs. So I can easily come back and, just sort of kill the rest of this, which shouldn't be too bad, I imagine. Right, so that's one big boon for Leap. Who would have thought? And yeah, sniping the bomber there as well. Sadly, the one flaw in doing the whole sniping thing is that ghosts tend to be more attentive because they tend to spawn, out here in the boonies. So yeah, I kind of have to run away a lot. Keep an eye on the old battery ship a lot. So teleport out. I would let this ship do a little bit of killing. I've also gotten a bit more comfortable letting the rocket launcher ship just kill things on its own, which it can now, right? I guess it always could, but I didn't discover that. So walking into a sector, letting the rockets kill things. The Guardians, if there's like 4 or 5 of them, they can shoot down my rocket, as evidence here. But yeah, but if there's like 2 or 3, it's not too bad. And I was gonna go toe to toe with that rocket, or that fellow rocket launcher enjoyer, but I didn't see that there was another bomber here, and I didn't want to dodge 2 different volleys of rockets, so I bailed out. But it's fine. It's fine. Started knocking out the storms up here because I kind of forgot about that. But yeah, so the main strategy is just clearing out the entry sectors because I do a lot of ducking in and out, and if I don't have anywhere to escape to, that's a big deal. Like if I'm confined to the starter sector, that's not going to be good because solitude with the rocket launcher and all that. Like it's something I have to relearn. You get out of the habit of just going across the star. So here's the dual laser Alpha Wimp in action. So the main thing is to jump on the what's it called, the destroyer, just to get a target lock on it first. And by the time my teleport is off cooldown, it usually dies, right? It didn't happen this time because there were a bunch of guardians just right there. So my dual laser did not didn't target the destroyer. But yeah, it hits 12,000 DPS by the time the teleport's off cooldown, or the max ramp, I should say. So then I would teleport onto the other destroyer, but I might not need to do that because sometimes the destroyer doesn't really have much of anything around it. So, luckily this time it did, but sometimes it might be more beneficial to just jump on the carrier or where there's a lot of Serbs, capital Serbs. But I don't know, it's still a work in progress. But yeah, so I can clear through all that. All these signals that were there kind of kept my ramp going there, but sadly I wasn't able to get a target lock on the carrier before my alpha wipe expired, and I didn't notice how low my hull was because I guess I didn't heal myself with repair drone. I guess my repair drone might have been on cooldown or something. I'm not sure. I didn't see. But yeah, so it kind of died there. I was gonna let it sit there for a second because my mass pack can do that, but I forgot this is dual laser. It can't really sit there with 5 signals. Granted, they are not dark signals, but still. Yeah, so it kind of died there. I should have teleported out when I had the chance, but It's fine. This is a test run. I've been doing a few uh, individual runs, test runs, and been losing ships like crazy, but it's fine. I've got nothing to spend credits on anyway. And yeah, it's the sneaky ghosts up there to teleport out. So here, I know I could, right, um, sit on a planet with the batteries suspend and sort of let the rockets kill anything that comes by, right? However, I wanted to see if I can do more with just the rocket launcher ship itself. Um, and I guess one thing I didn't account for is that when you teleport into a sector, we're kind of in the sector, and there are a lot of things in here that I don't want this ship to be hit by. So, yeah, my last test run, the first one, I did do this with the battery with the suspend up, and it pretty much killed everything. Had a bit of trouble tracking down the carrier, but with suspend and non-dark signals, which wow, okay, I didn't notice that dark signals have 12,000 or yeah, 1,200 a hull, but regular signals have 600. I thought it was 750 they had the dark signals, but I guess not. Um, but yeah, with suspend on the regular signals and backup EMP and teleport out, I can mostly kill a carrier with just battery alone. I guess I could use my rocket drone to help out with that, but yeah, so it's not that bad really. And with these two other planets, I mean, assuming my dual laser can actually lock onto the first destroyer, not really that bad because I can come back, kind of like my mass battery build. I can come back and with Alpha Lamp again and again because defending takes so long that the cooldown on Alpha Shield and I guess by proxy every other shield isn't really that big a deal. So yeah, I could keep doing that. And yeah, so this is pretty much uh, the rest, or pretty much it. I did mess around because I figured why not clear some more. I'm gonna let these ships die anyway because it's quicker to let the ships die than to wait for them to heal back up. Again, I've got credits. I'm not gonna use them for anything. And I tried again. I don't know why I tried again. It's like putting your hand on the burner and you don't learn your lesson as a kid. So, I mean, yeah, I can EMP with a couple of rockets coming in, but these are capital ships. It's going to take more than a couple of rockets to kill them. Okay, well, I guess that one was half dead, and these rockets do deal a fair amount of damage, but still. Um, Signals galore up here. I don't want that to be my gravestone. And yeah, here, it's a bit ridiculous with these ghosts, good lord. And this is kind of the reason why I say this might be a futile effort, because yes, I can clear out DRS-12. I'm pretty sure I can. I just have to be more on top of things. I can't really defend against the ghosts that well, right? So, yeah, I don't really know. Yes, the rocket launcher ship can deal with ghosts pretty well, but it's also a very busy ship, and it also needs to have enough room to do so. And it does have Mirror Shield as a backup for that, but um, it has a cooldown. So, yeah, not ideal to do that. And the dual laser ship can knock out the regular ghosts pretty well. But the big spawn of ghosts is probably not going to do too well against. I might need to use, like, EMP for that. And yeah, I'd kind of just let that one die as well. So, yeah, but overall, I am learning more things. I am, whoa, I forgot there was a big explosion. Who knew that supernovas were bright? But yeah, I am learning more and more. Trying to figure things out. Things are going decently well. I don't know what I'm going to do for defending, especially actually in the middle part, right? When you've got the entry planets cleared, and likely another planet, a main planet cleared. but you're running out of time, so you have to bring the civilian ships in. I don't know what I'm going to do for when I have to defend and continue clearing things out. I have trouble with doing that with my three mass battery alpha lamp build. I can't imagine the hell it'll take to do that with the Stooges build because very specific ships can take out, yeah, I need specific ships to take out, the ghosts and the signals and or not the signals, the interceptors, because dual laser can't really deal with interceptors too well. Battery can, but it's very busy. The rocket launcher can deal with both, but it's on a delay, so it needs space as well. So I have to make sure that the ghosts go towards it and not the civilian ships, and all that. So yeah, it's going to be a shit show, but I guess that's what I signed up for, you know. But yeah, so I guess that is all. As for any changes to the build, the only thing that I might change here is the um, rocket launcher on the battery ship. That's mostly there so it can take out a sector on its own. Like if there was like a really packed like bomber sector or something like this in the way, I could group these together by jumping on an asteroid and running out. And then I can teleport in EMP with the rocket drone, like in an adjacent sector, and it can bomb all the Sentinels and Guardians. But that's a very rare occasion. I don't really have come into that, especially since the rocket launcher ship can deal with more packed sectors, leaving the battle ship able to assassinate more capital Serbs. So it probably doesn't need to do that. I guess it could go back to decoy, which was really nice. Decoy was saving my shield a lot back when I had it, but yeah, I don't know. I could use like Delta drones or the drone squad just for more firepower. But I haven't even touched those on the research yet, so it'll take a while to unlock, especially since they have a long cooldown as well. So I'm not sure. I don't know. I might just go at the decoy and call it a day. Um, but yeah, that is all. I believe so. I shall see you around whenever I, figure something out, learn something new, or get further in this. But yes, enough rambling. Ta ta for now.